Y'all got a minute? Okay. I started this video at least 8 times. And I guess this is where I land. Because at this point, it doesn't need to be perfect. This is me starting without trying to get together and be perfect for the camera, just to get the intent or the reason that this channel exists. I got some notes so I don't forget some things. So one of the things I thought about is, aside from my other channel, which is Imposing Justice, those of you that know me know I do have that channel where I craft and create things. I don't like to use the word craft because I'm trying to move away from crafting. That's not what this channel is about. But on Imposing Gestures, I create things. On this channel, I kind of wanted to do something personal to me, that people that didn't make things or cared about even how things are made would be able to come to and still get a piece of me. So I kept saying, well, what are the things, why me, and why does somebody care about me and the things that I'm going through? And I came up with the fact that I'm not the only one. My name is Catrice Michelle. I am originally from New Orleans. I am 53 years old, and life is lifing. So on this channel, we're going to talk about all of those things. We're probably going to laugh. We're probably going to cry. We're going to talk about some of the things that we thought growing up and how things would be, and when you're here in this era of 53, how things actually are. So we'll learn. And something that we might talk about may help somebody else. And there's some things that you guys are going to tell me in the comments that might help me. That is what this channel is going to be about. It's going to be authentic. It's definitely going to be real, because I don't know how to be no other way. It's going to be honest, and I hope it helps someone. I hope it helps me. So if this is something that you're interested in, and also life around New Orleans and travel and downsizing and contemplating nomadic living and grandkids, this channel will be for you. It's going to be interesting. It won't be me sitting here just, talking to you guys about the things that I'm dealing with, because again, you guys are dealing with some of those same things. But it is something that I do want you guys to come up to, and just you'll be able to release and know that it isn't just you. So that being said, again, I'm Catrice. I hope you guys like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. It helps me. It helps the channel. And this is the very beginning. So that being said, I'll see you in the next one. I just wanted to give you a little bit of what this will be about. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Peace. Good day. Y'all got a minute? I asked you that in their video because I need to know if y'all got some time to sit with your girl. What's going on? I'm Catrice Michelle. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome, welcome. I appreciate you for stopping by. Please hit the subscribe button so you can come back for the next videos. I got many. And if you're like a normal follower of mine, if you've been here for a minute, welcome back. Appreciate you. Make sure you like and share the video. Comment, talk to your girl in the comments. Let me know if y'all have something to say about some of the things that I'm speaking on. Because today we're talking about being 53, or let's just say being in our 50s, because not all of us are the same age. I just be assuming that all my class of 90 people are on this channel with me, chit-chatting about life and where we are, because I know I'm doing it with at least them. But we're just gonna talk about, getting older and the expectation of it and what we didn't expect. I think that the life we're living, has a lot to do with it. When I was in my 20s, I never thought about what I would be like in my 50s. And at the same time, at that time, I had my grandmother who was in her 50s. And if I'm comparing what I am like in my 50s to what she was like in her 50s, the one thing that I can say that we have in common is that I'm working, because I remember her working in her 50s. It didn't look the same way it looks for me working, but things were a whole lot less cheaper. Can you say less cheaper? A whole lot less expensive than they are now. But to her, maybe she had the same financial struggles that I'm having. I don't know. And I'm not out here living lavish or, buying up y'all. I'm basic Betty around these things. And I can't even talk. But that's what we're talking about today. Starting over at 50 and what that looks like, how it makes you feel. How many times have you started over? If you're contemplating starting over, what are some of the things that you guys feel like you can do without? Are you comfortable? Are you in a place where things are okay? If you're looking for employment at this age, what is that like for you? Just a lot. Do you care at this age how people see you? A lot of times you hear people say, as I get older, I learn not to care. And you got some people that still care about what others think. I do and I don't. Some would say, Catrice, you don't really care about a whole lot. That's true. I don't. But there are a lot of things that I do care about. What somebody thinks of me, I don't. How somebody sees me, I kind of do. Because I try to present myself in ways where, or I should say the way that I carry myself out here matters to me. So I want that to come over to you, or if you know me, because I'm not out here reckless in the way that I present myself or do things. So for that, I care. Now, if I'm showing up the way that I authentically am as Catrice, and you have a problem with what that is for you, I don't care. I don't care. I want to say what I want to say, but I'm also trying to grow my faith, be better, get better with God, and be even better as an individual out here in these streets. But y'all got to know. I don't care. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? Not about the next individual and how they really feel about me. Especially, and you might not even know me, and I don't care. I don't care. Some of y'all know me, and I don't care. Now, that being said, those that know me and know that I care, they know that I care. They know what it is, and it's more than a handful of y'all that I love to pieces. But again, y'all know that, so you're not on here questioning. I wonder if she's talking about me or. And at the same time, you know me, so you know what it is, and you know the things that I care and don't care about. So I do want to know that. I want to know that I'm not the only person, thinking about that or those type of things. At 53, do you feel like 53? I keep saying 53 because I feel like I'm just talking to my people. But in your 50s, do you feel like you're still learning some things? And if you are, tell me what those things are. I'm learning a lot. You know what? I'm not learning this, but I was talking to my fiance. I say that because I don't like to say boyfriend. And we were at one point in time talking about, getting married. We don't much talk about that now because we got bigger fish to fry. And ain't nobody planning no wedding right now in this economy. And when we do start, y'all, I'm telling y'all, this is going to be the most simplest party that you've ever gone to, that somebody just happened to be getting married at. That's my take on what it's going to be. Not sure what his head, well, we could probably go to the JP and get it done and then tell y'all about it, and that just be what it is. But y'all, I don't care. I ain't doing all that. You feel me? However, and maybe that's one of the things that I'm learning, that I don't need to spend money to satisfy others to come show up and support me. I don't care. And hell, what I look like planning a wedding, spending all this money, and some of y'all I owe you. And you if you gave it to me, you're gonna get it back. Now, it should not have taken me this long to pay some of y'all what I owe you. I'm embarrassed. There is absolute. I'm looking at the camera because if I sit here and tell y'all the amount that I owe people, And then I haven't given it back to them yet. In the time that they give, I feel a way about it. I feel a way about it. And I sell stuff. So I know I can make the money. It's the time. My energy don't allow it no more. I'm stressing out. My mentals don't even want me to be great and create. It took me 2 months to get together, to put this channel together and come up and do these videos. It's taken me even longer to go on that other channel and produce the product just to show people how to get it done, to possibly continue to grow that channel, to get back into YouTube or making this YouTube money. That's another thing I wanted to talk about, starting a YouTube channel. If you haven't, and getting on camera is something that you feel like you thought about, because there's something that you know that somebody else might need to know. You probably advising folk. You probably just want to get some things started. Start the channel. Don't wait until, I mean, this is just for those that want to get out here. And I'm not saying get on here and talk all your business, because I try to do the best that I can with giving you what I want to give you. And it's going to be honest. Some things y'all going to get into, but some things, I got to be careful with what I say, because it ain't just my life to tell. It's my life. But if I get into a lot of the things that I get into when I have a partner, I got to be careful in how I speak to you based on him, because he ain't that type. He ain't interested in the world knowing whatever he feels. But it's my life to tell. And if you're a part of that, then unfortunately, you might catch some shots. I can't care about that, because I'm going to show up here in the ways that I'm going to show up here and be honest with y'all about it. And you're going to see it anyway when we're communicating about it on our other channel. So if you ever thought about starting a YouTube channel at 53, do it, because I would love to see you. I would love to support you. You might be going through some things that could help somebody else. We don't do therapy, and we should. Not all of us. Some of us are. I would love to. I feel like I need to. And for some people, communicating in front of a camera or whatever is therapeutic. Because you getting the feedback. There's some people in the comments talking back to you, or whatever the case may be, and whatever helps y'all, because people are going through it. People are going through it, and sometimes people get on these cameras, or in front of these cameras, or phones, or whatever they're using to communicate, and they're crying out for help, or they're trying to tell you that something is going on with them, or a family member. I think I just read something, a guy got on social media and he said something like, I'm paraphrasing, this is my last time, y'all, and I'm so tired. This is my last time on here, and I'm tired. And they probably took it like, this is my last time on here telling y'all what I've been telling y'all for some time, and I'm tired of getting on here telling y'all what I've been telling y'all for some time. Because you don't know, all you're doing is watching the content. And come to find out, I think he wound up unaliving his sister or something like that. Because whatever the thing was that he was going through, or whatever it was, he had been constantly on these apps telling people. So I'm just saying that to say, you got to be careful when you're watching people communicate with you. You got to be careful with some of the things that you tell people in these comments. You got to be careful with how you talk to people on the street, on your jobs, because some people are just a snap away from snapping, and you just never know. Sometimes hi, hello might be too much for somebody. I used to say, be careful when you ask me how I'm doing. And sometimes I respond, well, I guess I'm supposed to say I'm okay, or I'm fine. Or I'll say, I'm fine. I'm going to tell you I'm fine because that's what I'm supposed to say. Sometimes the response to that is, I get it, because that's what I would say to you if you told that to me. And then sometimes you have those people that say, no, not if you're not. And they really want to know how you are. But then, it goes back to not everybody care about how you really are, because it's like, I asked you how you were, but I really wasn't expecting all of that. Ooh, honey, it's gonna be a lot on him. It's gonna be a lot. Um. So yeah, this is Catrice Michelle. Um. Let me see. Let me see what else I got. I got a lot of titles and thumbnails that I'm gonna be working on. I'm just thinking about some things I'm gonna be giving y'all. I told y'all in the last video that I was contemplating nomadic life. You'll see nothing on these walls. Ain't nothing going on these walls. Because I'm done with the rat race. I'm tired. I am 53 and I am employed, but not gainfully. So I just started back at the casino. I'm working overnight. And I had an issue with that because I'm like, at this age, and I'm working overnight. I'm working from 11 at night to 7 in the morning. And then when I go there, I see other people like me, older than I am, not as, I don't want to say fit, but I'm going to say as able as I am. And they're doing it too. And some people that are younger than I am. Now, the issue isn't that I work overnight because I'm a night person. I prefer nights. I do not like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning waking up. Never have I ever enjoyed getting up in the morning. But I'll do it. For 20 or over 20 years, I worked at the House of Blues where my hours were 10 to 6, which was perfect for me because I was off on weekends. And at 6 o'clock, yes, most things are closed. You don't have the availability rather to go and catch or do some of the things that you want to go do, because from 10 to 6 all businesses are open and then they close when you get off, so you have to take a day off to go do the things, which wasn't an issue. And I've always had the best bosses. I've had the best bosses. My jobs, the House of Blues don't owe me nothing. You understand me? The House of Blues pretty much made me who I am. The casino don't owe me nothing. Harris Casino, Bally's Casino, none of them in this don't owe me nothing. Let me tell y'all something. This goes back to being 53 out here looking for work, because it's hard. When I got back here from Maryland, I came back here looking for a job, and I still have not found a job. I have applied. I have an accounting background. I have a customer service background. There's absolutely no excuse why I can't find a 9 to 5 or 10 to 6 or whatever, an 8-hour a day full-time job with benefits. None. No excuse why I can't. I have been on interviews. I cannot find a job. Like I said, I am working. I am doing the casino. I do that 4 days a week. That's part-time, so there's no benefits. I am at the Superdome. I'm still doing that. That's part-time. I'm only working when there's an event. There's no benefits. And let's be clear. These jobs don't pay bills. They pay a bill or two, but they don't pay bills. I have grown woman bills. So like I said, you don't see nothing on these walls. Ain't nothing going on these walls. I'm trying to get out of here. When I say downsize, nomadic life, when y'all see me on here selling all of this stuff, just know that's what I'm talking about. And that's the content you're gonna further see on this channel. Am I making this decision for financial reasons? Yes, partly. But also, I don't know if y'all knew or know me enough to know I had this, I like to call it a cleaning service, but it isn't that, because I've decided after the last house I cleaned, I don't want to do it no more. So, and I feel like I can do that. I am not in the cleaning house business. Now, I will come and clean your house, those of you that I know. The clients that I already currently have, I will continue to come by you, clean your house, and do what you can, or just don't feel like doing. I'm gonna come over there and I'm gonna come do that. Decluttering, I'm gonna still come over and do that. But to come the move-ins and move-outs and moving furniture, and I just don't have it in me, honey, no more to do. And also with the decluttering part, I might be going away from that because I realize that people don't really want to get rid of this stuff like they think they do or like they say they do. I don't like a lot of stuff. I never liked a lot of stuff. And if you see me with a lot of stuff, you better believe it's some money making stuff. It's stuff that's going to be used to make more money. And the goal is to get that out of here. So my craft space is going to have a lot of stuff. But to be honest with y'all, I'm minimizing that because there's a lot of things that I'm not doing no more. But that video is for on the other channel on another day. But I'm in video mode today, so I might get that one out too. But I'm just not. So I find that, you know, helping people downsize their lives because it's just stuff isn't easy. People like holding on to things, and for me, if I have the memory of it, if it's something that I did, I know I did it, so I had the experience, I have the memory of it, I don't necessarily need to hold on to it or think from it, because it's just things, and you can't take this stuff with you. I got a friend of mine, Mikkel was her name. I see a friend of mine because we worked together at the House of Blues. She used to always wear black, and I used to be like, that's got to be like the simplest life. You ain't got to worry about nothing but what I'm gonna put on that day, and guess what? It's gonna be black. I don't even need a whole lot because I can mix and match that, and don't nobody care about if it was yesterday's shirt. Hell, you don't even know if it was yesterday's, because everything that I own is black. I love that. So I'm picking a few colors, and black is definitely one of them, which I have the most of, which I have the most black anyway, because most of my jobs require black. Black is basic. You could get away with black. Every woman should have a little black dress anyway. I loved her for that. She taught me a lot. I don't need a whole lot of clothes. And when my brother taught me a lot too, when he was alive, he didn't have a whole lot of things. So when he passed away, we didn't have to worry about getting rid of a whole lot of things. He was simple, but he showed up for you. He was by you. He came to visit you. When he passed, we missed him. He always used to say, Catrice, I don't need all that. I used to want to buy him this, that, and the other for his birthday. Catrice, I don't need all that. Oh my God, I learned a lot. And I'm still adapted to it. So for that, at 53, I'm learning, y'all, this stuff is stuff. And when you die, somebody they gonna have a funky good time with it. And I just don't want to deal with it. I keep trying to tell mine, because he got so much stuff. Or my mom even, she has a lot of stuff. I have friends that have a lot of stuff. I'm like, well, what are you doing? Why are you holding it? That gold silverware, what is that for if you're not going to use it? And you don't even pull it out on the holidays that you claim you're going to pull it out on, because nobody want to wash all those dishes on you're using paper plates. What are you doing? Help me. Oh my God. So yeah, I listen, y'all. It's a lot. I got a lot going on, and I'm gonna take these opportunities to get all of this stuff out of my head, and on this good camera, and y'all gonna help me through it. So that again is what Catrice Michelle is gonna be about, because I know y'all know what's happening. Y'all probably dealing with it too. I'm looking at my phone for some of the things that I'm trying to make sure I did cover or been talking about, just life, from the difference between your life in your 20s, your life in your 30s, and your life now. In the comments, y'all, tell me how your life is different in your 20s, your 30s, and where you are now. We can skip the 40s, because I feel like the 30s and the 40s for me are probably what. But my 20s and my 50s, child, I never thought this don't have nothing to do with me being the age that I am. I never thought that because of the type of person that I am and the choices that I make, and I make good choices, I think, that I'd be in the situation that I am now, trying to figure out survival. I never thought. You couldn't tell me. With a man, I never thought. I never thought I'd be here in this situation in my life right now with a man. I never thought. You couldn't tell me. And a dog. And I ain't getting rid of him. I ain't getting rid of him. You can, me and Brock gonna be thugging it out. And as far as the man, I mean, we just gonna have to see what that look like. But right now, we all just thugging it out. Because it ain't just me. The struggle is real for everybody. And I hate watching him go through the things that I'm seeing him go through as a man. Because I'm a woman. I can't feel what a man feels. I just don't know. But I watched this man go out on these interviews. I watched this man attempt to do what he does. And what I say to him is, as far as the cooking goes, because he's the personal chef, or a chef even. How you're a chef, so whatever titles you put on it, I don't know. This is New Orleans. And I don't know how personal chefs or anybody that cook in this city making it, because it's hard. Everybody in this city can cook. I don't like to do it. I never like to do it. And I've always been a single person, and by single I mean just me, not a single person, not in relationships, because a lot of y'all know I've always been in a relationship. But I've always been an individual person where, why am I cooking for just me? I can always be somewhere. My mama gonna cook. I got a few of them anyway. My other mama gonna cook. My sister gonna cook. And when I am, it's gonna be just me. It's simple. I can eat out. Pull up to. I just don't have time. I don't have time. I made some lasagna. I was living in Dallas at the time. I made a pan of lasagna for my house at the time. I wound up having to make 3 pans because I needed to send some to my son's school. I made it from scratch. I ain't never did that again, and I would never do that again. And they loved it. Other people probably still talking about that lasagna. I'm talking about it right now, and I it's a party in my mouth because I taste it. I never did that again. I came home sometime and I stayed with my stepmom, and she made some lasagna, and it was so good. I was like, oh my God. And she looked at me, she said, I bought that. I just dressed it up on the top. I was like, excuse me? Showed me what she bought. Put it in the pan, did her thing, dressed it up on top. When it tasted like what I had done years ago. So I'm saying that to go back to chefs, and all that they put into what they do. And because you put all of what you do into your cooking and food and serving people and all of that, there's a price that comes with that, which to us, or the consumer on the other side, is looking at that like, that's going to be way too expensive. I can do that myself. Or if I'm a baker and you're baking cakes and you're doing all that you do in that, when Rouse's and Walmart are selling cakes for way less, you're probably going to go and do that. The money isn't money. So, people are just not spending what you would normally want them to spend on your product. And it's just hard. People want more for less because they have less. Unless you find your audience or your crowd or your community of people that don't mind spending money with you. I don't know, but I know that me watching this man try to do what he loves it's hard because people people don't have it. We just did the seafood boil and the oxtails. That went well, but it's like, and maybe partly it's on him, because you can't promote and then stop. That's part of my issue with my business. I can't be out here letting some of y'all forget that I do and sell the things that I used to do and sell. Until it's like I show up and it's like, oh God, Lee, I forgot you did that. I would have ordered it from you. I ain't even mad at you for ordering from wherever you ordered it from, because it's my fault that I'm not constantly in your face showing you that this is what I do, to remind you, oh, my girl do this, I'm gonna just go support her. I get it. And because life is doing what life is doing, that's why you haven't seen me. That's why you forget, what I do, and that is my fault. And I want to sit on this video and tell you guys that the zone is back, but